Hey, welcome back to Human Talks. My name's Steve Bose. I'm with Trish McFarlane. Hi, Trish.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. We're having a great time at Oracle
We
HCM
are.
World. Our guest for this segment of Human Talks, Matt Jurosek from Workforce Software. Welcome, Matt.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Hey, great to have you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Workforce Software.
My name is Matt Jurosek. I work for Workforce Software. We are a middleware company that workforce management, time and attendance management. Our main goal here is with Oracle Fusion is that we take all the information from the employee HR Fusion, and then we take all your time and attendance, and then we send it to payroll.
Okay.
So we're a middleware product. Our sweet spot is unions. We deal a lot with all your complicated union rules.
Right, so for Oracle HCM Cloud customers that
Right.
require this high level of detailed and complex, either union or perhaps other regulatory environments, right, that you guys can fulfill that need,
Yes.
you can sort of partner with them and also with the HR systems
Correct.
to facilitate all the transactions that need to happen. Boy, that sounds really complicated. I have
It
to tell
really
you.
does. Well,
Right.
and who do you find that you're primarily working with then? Are you working with the HR leaders? Is it falling more, like does payroll fall more under accounting with some of your clients?
It's-
Or are you working with the union leaders as well?
We work with all of them because
Okay.
when you're instituting new policies and you're in a union environment, unions are really involved in all this because the companies have to work through a culture change with the unions.
Right.
Sure.
And so when you go through the culture change, you have to make sure that the unions are on board with all the changes that are taking place. And so we're working with the HR, we're working with the payroll, and we necessarily don't talk to unions, but we're guiding the companies through the process to the culture change to the unions.
In this environment, Matt, where you're often dealing with customers in these regulated or union environments, what would you say in the last, I don't know, year or two, what have been the one or two kind of primary pain points or challenges that organizations are looking to you to help them solve, or looking to you and your partnership with
Right.
Oracle to help them solve? What's coming up again and again from your perspective?
If you take a look at it, we have a product that we call our Absence Compliance Tracker. Our Absence Compliance Tracker is a case manager for the North America market, for the US and Canada. What we do here is you have all your federally mandated leaves, your state mandated leaves, you actually have city and locality leaves and I think in some localities you have victim rights leaves as well. So we have a product where the employee will call in, or they have actually access to go through a question and answer form, and so they'll go through this, and then that goes into our case management system to our case managers, and for the company, and then the case managers will review all that, and we will tell the case manager all the leaves that this employee is available for, and then it's up to the case manager to approve or disapprove those leaves. But it also gives the case manager a step-by-step process over all the leaves and the milestones for this leave, when they're going out, what documents need to be sent when do they need to come back, and eventually when is the employee coming back to work, and also so they can close the case out. And
I don't even know about you, Steve, but I've worked a lot in that throughout my career in HR, and that alone is often a job held by multiple people, especially in larger companies. I mean, it's such a complex piece of the
Right.
puzzle to even understand. I have a friend right now who does nothing but leave management, and
Right.
it's just staying on top of all the regulations. So I can't even imagine how great it would be
Right.
to have a partner helping guide you through that, just to make sure you're not missing any of the key and critical components of that process.
Right.
It's really complex.
From a technology perspective, Matt, what would you say would be the things that Workforce Software is thinking about as you approach keeping your technology up to date, keeping up to date with all these changing rules and requirements? I mean, how do you guys work through that process, and how do you ensure that the customers you're working with, hey, we've got your back on this and you're safe and sound?
Well, it's a really good question. We're fully cloud-based. We work with the cloud-based, but within our system too, our ACT compliance system, we actually are partnered with a law firm, and those law firms actually maintain all our regulations for us, and we're in partnership with them so that we know when all the regulations are changing. And so then we have within our product, our ACT product, our templates that are maintained 3, 4, 5 times a year with all the new compliance regulations and rules that we're updating and we're keeping track of, so that we know that we're keeping up to date with all the rules. And part of our ACT product is there's also a couple of little modules on the outside that give the customers the ability to go outside and look at the law firm and look at all the current rules that are happening and look at what's happening, like if you're going out on injured leave, how long should they be out on leave, so that you can compare if you have issues with certain practice, people going to certain practice and getting all these extended leaves,
Right.
you can manage what kind of leaves and how long those are supposed to be.
Right.
Interesting.
That's really
That's fascinating. I could talk all day about this.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I know you love
like
compliance and you love this kind of stuff.
I do.
But it's sort of just, I mean, to sort of sum it up, it really just illustrates the point of how it's so important for HR leaders to have the expertise, both the
Right.
technology,
Having that
the
partner.
expertise, that partner who can sort of
sure.
support them in this really, really difficult
There's
world.
a lot on HR leaders' plates, and that's what I think the problem is. Sometimes HR gets a bad rap, and you're sort of expected to manage it all yourself,
Right.
and can't you keep control of all the compliance? And oh, by the way, you're supposed to be strategic on all these other things. Oh, and now you're going to implement new technology, right? So, yeah, having some really key partners to help you with those things
Absolutely.
and to keep yourself safe and risk averse, like all those things are very important.
It's a great element of what's going on here at Oracle
Yeah.
HCM World, like meeting some of the partners who do
I love
some of
it.
these
I
really
love it.
important work that help support the customers
Yeah.
in these areas. So,
agree.
Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I
Great to
appreciate
meet
the
you.
time. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Matt.